Shivaya namasi vyaptam, jagat etat characharam, aham tenaiva rupena, shivosmi niranjana. The stories of the Nayanars, the 63 great devotees of Lord Shiva, are simple yet profoundly deep. They were ordinary people, washermen, farmers, scholars, and outcasts, but through their devotion, they reached the highest state of liberation. Each story mirrors our own daily life, our struggles, our discipline, our compassion, and our longing for something higher. Their journeys remind us that spiritual truth is not found in distant heavens, but in the way we live, love, and serve right here in this world. Today, let's remember four luminous souls: the Rudra Pasupathi Nayanar, the Nandanar, the Tiru Kurippu Thondar, and the Chandesvara Nayanar, and the timeless lessons they have left behind. Rudra Pasupathi Nayanar was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Every day, he would stand neck deep in the river and chant the sacred hymn, the Sri Rudram, from the Yajurveda. This hymn, known as the Head of the Lord, is one of the most powerful invocations of Lord Shiva's presence. Rudra Pasupathi Nayanar believed that water purifies both body and mind, so he merged his chanting with the element of purity itself. He continued this practice with complete focus and faith, unmoved by the heat, the cold, or the passing of time. His life became one long prayer. One morning, as he completed his chant, the Lord himself appeared before him in a radiant form and granted him liberation, freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Rudra Pasupathi Nayanar's story may be simple, but it teaches us that real transformation happens through discipline and devotion. In a noisy and restless world, he reminds us that silence, repetition, and sacred sound can cleanse the mind and reconnect us with the divine within. Nandanar, also known as the Tiru Naalai Povar Nayanar, was born in a poor family in an Indian kingdom. Because of his caste, he was not allowed to enter the temples. But his devotion to Lord Shiva burned like fire. He stood outside the temple gates, praying, singing, and offering his love from afar. At the temple of Tirupunkar in India, his earning moved even the divine. Lord Shiva commanded his bull Nandi to move aside so Nandanar could get the darshan of Lord Shiva from the gate. The miracle remains visible even today, where the bull Nandi still sits slightly turned. Later, Nandanar's heart longed to see Lord Nataraj's cosmic dance at Chidambaram. Feeling unworthy to enter, he wept and prayed until the Lord guided him to step into a sacred fire of transformation. Emerging purified and glowing with divine light, he entered the temple and merged into the Lord's radiant dance. Nandanar's story shows that no human-made barrier of caste, class, or circumstance can stop true devotion. God listens to the language of the heart. When love is pure, even the universe rearranges itself to make space for grace. Tiru Kurippu Thondar. He was a simple washerman from a place in India, known for his sensitivity and kindness. His name means the servant who understands unspoken hints, because he could feel the silent needs of others and serve them with care. He washed the clothes of Lord Shiva's devotees as a sacred duty, treating every garment like an offering. One day, Lord Shiva appeared disguised as a poor devotee, asking Thondar to wash and return his only cloth before sunset. Thondar Nayanar gladly accepted, but just after washing, heavy rain began. No matter what he tried, the cloth wouldn't dry. Afraid that he had failed the devotee, he prayed and cried in helplessness. Then the Lord revealed himself in a flash of light, saying, "Your devotion has already completed the service." He blessed Thondar Nayanar with eternal union. This story teaches that every small act done with love becomes worship. Even in life's storms, a sincere heart never goes unnoticed. Thondar Nayanar's example reminds us that empathy and mindfulness are the simplest forms of devotion available to all of us every day. Our fourth story is about Washerman, who later became known as the Chandesvara Nayanar. He was born into a family of learned priests. Deeply devoted to Lord Shiva, he cared for a herd of cows and used their milk to perform daily worship to a small clay lingam he had made by the river. His father grew angry, believing the milk was wasted on mere mud, and struck the lingam with his foot. In that minute, divine energy filled Washerman. To protect the sacred, he lifted a stick, which then turned into an axe by divine will. The blow fell, not by human anger, but by cosmic purpose. Lord Shiva appeared with Mata Parvati, embraced the young devotee, and said, "You have guarded my worship, even at great cost. From this day, you are Chandesvara, my eternal guardian." He placed his own garland around the devotee's neck and granted him divine form and liberation. Chandesvara Nayanar's story teaches the courage to stand for what is sacred in a world that tests our values. He reminds us that true devotion sometimes demands fierce conviction to protect our truth, our faith, and our inner purity. These four Nayanars reflect the different paths of divine realization. Rudra Pasupathi Nayanar through discipline and sacred sound, Nandanar through humility and faith, Tiru Kurippu Thondar through service and compassion, and Chandesvara Nayanar through courage and conviction. Though their lives were centuries ago, their lessons are timeless. They show that liberation is not found in isolation or grand rituals, but in how we live, how we serve, and how we love. Their stories are simple, yet they mirror our everyday lives, our struggles, our hopes, our fears, and our faith. They remind us that devotion is not separate from daily life. It is the way we live it. When we chant sincerely, serve selflessly, love deeply, and stand for what is true, we too move closer to the divine grace. May the spirit of these four Nayanars inspire us to live with awareness, compassion, and devotion. May Jagat Pita Mahadev bless us all. Keep seeking, keep chanting, keep surrendering. Om Namah Shivaya.